Well, hello everyone. I hope everybody is well. It's Friday, the 18th of September, and today's Star Pupil quiz. We haven't had a quiz for a while, but this one is a special quiz because it's all about Roald Dahl. And earlier this week was Roald Dahl Day, and all this week on Star Pupil, I've been sort of sharing some quotes from Roald Dahl books, and also just a few little things about Roald Dahl. Certainly one of the most popular children's writers. And one of those ones we would call them timeless. I remember being read Roald Dahl stories when I was at school. In fact, some of his most famous books weren't even written when I was at school. And a whole generation have grown up with Roald Dahl, and then they read Roald Dahl to their children, and so on, and so it goes. So I've got 20 questions, and all about to say Roald Dahl books, about the characters. And as always, it's just a little bit of fun, just see how much we know about Roald Dahl and his stories. So here we go. Let's see how we get on with our Roald Dahl quiz. So the first question, what's the name of the illustrator on most of Roald Dahl's books? So what's the name of the illustrator on most of Roald Dahl's books? Question 2, who, according to Roald Dahl, was the champion of the world? Who was the champion of the world? Question 3. Roald Dahl wrote 2 autobiographies. First one was called Boy. What was the second of his autobiographies called? So Roald Dahl's autobiographies. First one was called Boy. What was the second one called? Next question is question 4. What is Charlie's surname in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? So what is Charlie's surname in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Next question. In James and the Giant Peach, what are the names of James's aunts? So in James and the Giant Peach, what are the names of James's aunts? Question 6. What is the title of the book in which Roald Dahl retells some well-known fairy tales? So what's the name of the book in which Roald Dahl retells some well-known fairy tales? Next question, I'm going to show you a character, a Roald Dahl character, and I just want to know what is the name of this character. So hold it back there a little bit so you can see him in all his glory. What is the name of this character? Question 8, apologise. What does BFG stand for in the book, the BFG? So what does BFG stand for? And now it's question 9. In which book do we meet the characters Boggis, Bunce and Bean? So in which of Roald Dahl's books do we meet the characters Boggis, Bunce and Bean? Question 10, halfway mark. What is the sequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? So what book is the sequel, the book that comes after Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Question 11. In Matilda, what is the name of the character who steals a slice of Miss Trunchbull's chocolate cake? Not a very advisable thing to do, but what is the name of the character who steals a slice of Miss Trunchbull's chocolate cake? Question 12. Ezio Trott is a Roald Dahl book about which creature? And there's a bit of a clue if you look at the title. Ezio Trott is a Roald Dahl book about which creature? Question 13. I sometimes say unlucky for some, but I am sure not for you. Complete this title. The giraffe and there's 4 more words comes after that. The giraffe and I say there's 4 words to complete the title of that Roald Dahl book. Question 14. What happened to George's ghastly grandmother when he fed her his marvellous medicine? So what happened to George's ghastly grandmother when he fed her his marvellous medicine? Question 15. What's the title of the book in which the Gregg family get turned into birds by their angry neighbour? So what's the title of the book in which the Gregg family get turned into birds by their angry neighbour? Question 16. In which Roald Dahl book does the character ask his grandmother, "When you were a little girl, did you ever meet a witch?" So in which of Roald Dahl's books does the character ask his grandmother, "When you were a little girl, did you ever meet a witch?" And the next question, question 17. What nationality were Roald Dahl's parents? What country did Roald Dahl's parents come from? Question 18. In the Twits, what creature does Mr. Twit put in Mrs. Twit's bed? So if you remember in the Twits, they were always being very nasty to each other, Mr. and Mrs. Twit. So what did Mr. Twit put in Mrs. Twit's bed? Question 19, the penultimate question, the one before the end. Revolting Children is a song from a musical based on which Roald Dahl book? So Revolting Children is a song from a musical based on which of Roald Dahl's books? And our final question, question 20, and there's actually 4 points for this question. Along with Charlie, who were the other 4 golden ticket winners in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? So if you remember, there were 5 golden tickets. Charlie found the 5th golden ticket. What were the name of the characters who found the other 4 golden tickets? That finishes today's quiz. I wonder how you got on. Maybe you got them all right. Maybe you could go and mastermind and Roald Dahl could be your specialist subject. However you did, I just hope that you enjoyed the quiz and also you've enjoyed some of the things which I've shared this week about Roald Dahl. Perhaps you felt inspired to go back and maybe look at an old favourite or maybe read one of the books that you haven't read, because he has written a number of books. And I think perhaps that's one of the things about Roald Dahl, that there is something for everyone there. And the other thing about Roald Dahl is he's always kind of on the side of the underdog. And he doesn't like meanness, he doesn't like unkindness, he doesn't like anybody being cruel. And I think those are really good mottos to have in our lives. Anyway, there will be another video following this, which will have the answers and maybe a little bit more information about some of those questions. In the meanwhile, I hope you have a good day, and I hope I will see you again soon. Okay, take care, bye-bye.